The Greater Toronto Area real estate market has seemed to bounce back quicker than a lot of people may have expected, with heightened demand in both the rental and ownership categories. In today's video, we're going to go over the GTA Market Watch Report to get ourselves caught up with everything that's happened in the month of May 2023. The numbers, as I just mentioned, may seem to shock some people that aren't working in the business every single day. We've now seen prices climb for 4 consecutive months in a row now, bringing that average sale price for all asset classes combined to $1.196 million in the Greater Toronto Area. The release of this report could also not have come at a better time for me. BlogTO put out a funny clickbait headline the other day. It definitely got me to click on it. I put it on my Instagram story, but it stated that nobody is buying condos in the city anymore. What they failed to mention is that the last 3 months of data actually show that the market has been pretty active, more or less, right? There have been a total of 4,557 condos in Toronto that have been traded between buyer and seller this year alone. I like to go back to 2019 to compare things, especially for this example. It was just a more normal time period as far as interest rates go, and prices were also cheaper at that time. So the same time period, but date back to 2019. There were 4,696 units that were exchanged. That number actually only represents a 2.9 decrease from a normal market, right? So what that tells me is that we're actually at a comfortable level of sales right now, despite what some people may say. Now that my little rant is out of the way, we'll get right into the actual breakdown. Take a look at my screen here. In Toronto, we get an average selling price of $1.9 million for that freehold detached property, basically $1.4 million for semi-detached properties, and about $785,000 for condos in the city of Toronto. Before I go any further, my name is Trey and I'm a realtor here in the city of Toronto in the GTA. My overall main goal is to help you make sense of the real estate market by sharing educational content on a weekly basis, whether that be through my YouTube page, Instagram, or even on TikTok. I just want you, if you're interested in real estate, to have a good grasp of where things are at here in the GTA. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and if you like this type of content. And please feel free to book a call directly with me if you have any specific questions that you would like to have answered by clicking the first link in the description. Now, let's get back to it. Again, the level of sales has been strong for the month of May, with the total sales volume sitting at 9,012 units for the entire month. This represents a 24.7% increase over this same time period last year and almost triple the amount of sales that we had at the beginning of the year in January 2023. If you're a buyer in today's market, it's really important to know the level of competition that you'll be up against when you are trying to find that new place to call home, right? The areas that had the most activity or number of transactions have been for detached properties from $1 million to that $1.7 million range, and condos at $500,000 to $800,000. If you look a little closer, you'll see that the actual total number of units moved for those asset classes combined equaled 4,096 units. The heightened activity, the increase in sales price, that's all encouraging stuff for people that are already in the market. But what if you're not already in the market? What if you're a buyer that's looking to make a move in the next couple of months? Use this information to try to position yourself in a way to be one step ahead of your competition. When you are offering on a place, send your pre-approval letter in with your offer. Also draft up a personal letter with insight to who you are and all the amazing things about you and why the sellers should choose your offer over the others. These types of things work, and they are ways to give yourself an edge over the competition if you do find yourself in a multiple offer situation. I do want to note that while places are having offer dates, again, not every single home or condo is going to receive a boatload of offers. Keep that in mind. Some places may, but I've seen some sellers reroute to change to the offer anytime format if they're not getting a number that they like. Circling back to the increased activity that we've been experiencing right now, while that's been absolutely amazing and we love seeing that, it's clear that we're not out of the woods, right? The Bank of Canada has a meeting on June 8th, so early this week, which will be interesting when we look at that overnight lending rate. There have been mixed reviews as to whether or not they will keep things on pause right now or if they'll go for a 25 basis point increase. If they do hike again, I think that could tame the level of activity that we've been having in the summer months. Lastly, we'll wrap up with the level of inventory currently in our GTA real estate market. This will vary if you look at specific pockets or areas throughout the city, but from a macro perspective, the entire GTA sat at an inventory rate of 1 month and 9 days. Supply is what we desperately need here in the city of Toronto, and it's coming, but very slowly. New listings increased 33% month over month, which is encouraging to see again. Hopefully this trend can continue and sellers will bring their properties to the market in the coming months. That 1 month and 9 days stat for the inventory rate does put us back in that seller's market again. I just wanted to note that for the listeners. That's a wrap. If you have any questions, comments, or would just like to connect, please feel free to send me a personal message. I hope that you got value from today's video. And until next time, remember to trust the process and fall in love with your journey.